So I'm gonna call the meeting to order. The Green Space Advisory Commission meeting. And, let's see, Ginger, I bet you can take roll.
Yes. So Annie? Bill, is Bill there?
Yes.
Okay. Pam is not. I am here. Laura? Linda? Jerry?
Here.
Cool. Gotcha. Okay, and Carrie? And Tessa?
Tessa's not on yet.
Tessa's not. Okay. Not yet. Okay. And then Yvonne.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve minutes from the last meeting. Laura seconded the motion, so they're approved. And then we will move on to old business. The first item of business on the old business is the Douglas Hill development update. And Pam, our liaison, has been giving us updates to that. Since she's not here tonight, I think we'll just skip that unless Yvonne, you have something to add now. Okay. So we're gonna, the second item of old business is the Trees of Distinction program, or rather, it should be the future Trees of Distinction program. I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I met with Yvonne and Scott Davis and
Todd Ray.
Todd Ray from the Department of Public Works. And they seem to be really interested in helping kind of overseeing that program. With all the trees we're going to be planting on the public right of way, that seems very appropriate. So Todd gave me his contact information for Andre Mueller, who is the public works officer in charge of the tree care team. And I'm in the process of trying to get a hold of him to kind of set the first part of the framework set. So hopefully that will happen next week or so, that meeting, because Pam Bliss was able to get us on August 17th council meeting. I don't know if it's a workshop or public meeting, but we're going to be able to present our idea, our proposal to the council on August 17th. So I just started working on that presentation.
Excuse me. Ginger, can you hear? Ginger?
I can't. Yeah, I can hear. It's just it's a little muffled.
Yeah.
So it's.
All I'm hearing is an echo. I can't even tell who's talking.
I mean, I know Carrie's talking,
Okay.
but it's kind of muffled with, I think, with the mask.
I'm just wondering if the microphone was off, if we could hear better. I don't know.
Tessa, can you hear? Okay.
Same thing. It's pretty muffled. It's hard to figure out what she's saying. But I know it's scary.
Yeah, you hear me better now, or is it still muffled?
I
Just
think
I think it's the microphone, maybe.
in the room acoustics, I think it's just hard to hear what you're saying.
I'm gonna try without the microphone. Can you hear me now? That's better or worse?
A little better.
If you talk slow.
I go stand over there. Let me see if Eric is dialing now.
This is a new setup for City Hall, so I think they're working through some glitches, so just give us 1 minute.
Oh man, I feel like such a loser. I don't know.
It's not down there anymore.
Is there actually a camera on that computer?
There is, yes. They'll take you off. You won't be able to see any of you though.
Pardon me?
You wouldn't be able to see any of you. You want the camera or the microphone? You're trying to figure out.
I was thinking if I could, I guess, use the microphone and camera, then whoever is speaking could stand in front of that.
But we can do this. We can do it this way. We can move the camera and the microphone.
Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, when he was speaking, it was clear, so I'm not sure what the difference is.
Clear?
Could hear him fine.
Is
I
it-
can hear now.
Okay, so it's better now.
Okay.
A thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. Thumbs sideways. So we're using these mics to document that. Okay. Well, hopefully, I think we have worked through maybe a technical issues, so hopefully you can hear me now. And I will repeat what I said about the Future Trees of Distinction Program update. Are you okay? Can I keep my mask off? Okay. So now you get to listen. I met with Yvonne and Scott Davis and Todd Gregg from the Department of Public Works. And he was very receptive to the program, the Future Trees of Distinction Initiative. And basically is connecting us with Andre Bueller, who is the city arborist for the Department of Public Works, so he does all their tree care. And I'm gonna work with him here initially to try and get like a framework of the meeting set up for our subcommittee. And then hopefully that'll happen in the next week. And then on the 17th of August, we were invited to present our proposal to the city council. So that'll be, I don't know what day that is, August 17th, but coming up. So if you guys want to come up to the city council meeting, you can. But I am going to put the presentation together that just accompanies the document that you guys have already seen. And I want to send that out for feedback from you guys as well. It's basically that same document with just some imagery. It is going to be a PowerPoint presentation. And I suppose we'll be doing it here if it's not a workshop. If it's a workshop, it'll be in the other space. Is that okay? Yeah, you guys don't have to come, but if you want to come, you certainly can. I don't think we get very long. I think we get 15 minutes to present and they ask some questions and then we're done. So what I would really like is just feedback on the presentation ahead of time. Any questions about that? Okay. All right, the next item of old business is the fall native tree / plant walk at Blackwood Park. And I called Scott Woodbury, who we talked about seeing if he could present, be our tour guide for that event, and he said he'd be happy to do that. And he can do it on a Saturday, and I think we said September, if I remember correctly. Maybe October. But he was fine with doing that on a Saturday in that time frame. He did want to make sure that Blackwood Park was the best location to do that. He knows there's a lot of natives in the prairie there, but he was also hoping that there's some more garden-like use of native plants. So something less prairie-like, I guess, something that one of our folks on the tour could look at and say, oh yeah, I want to do that in my yard. Is that the Blackwood a good place to do that? Okay. Might could be a better location. Okay. That was his only, he really wants to make prairies and native places accessible to people. So he doesn't want people to see something just wild and prairie-like and not have a compliment to that. I understand that, but either way, he's supportive of the idea. So we just kind of need to land on a date for that, or a couple of dates. But we're far enough out. He said he would be available. Does anybody want to suggest any dates, or should we just pick a couple Saturdays in October?
Yeah, I would say that the third Saturday, that's usually we can.
So that's the 16th.
Well, I don't know yet because that month starts. So I need to get clarification.
If you could do that, as soon as you could, I'd like to back that in and get it in his schedule or give him at least a couple of options. Would everybody be okay with, the 16th or 23rd
I mean,
October?
both should work for me.
I can't hear if someone's talking, but isn't October 23rd make a difference day?
Yvonne's gonna check to make sure, because there are 5 weekends in October. She's not sure exactly where Make a Difference Day is gonna fall, so she's gonna check. But that's why I was throwing out 2 days, the 16th or the 23rd, and we, just wanna make sure that that works for everybody, either one of them. I can't do the 23rd, but the 16th would work. Okay. Anybody have a problem with the 16th?
No.
Okay, well, I'll ask about the 16th and after I hear back from you.
You go 2 ways, it won't be anything to open.
Yeah. We could do it earlier. What do you think the best time would be? Like September? Okay.
Down to Golden or off in New England.
So when in September? Maybe the 11th or the 18th.
I'm good at anything.
I could do the 11th depending on
The 18th is the one.
Does the 11th, sounds like 11th, there's some consensus that works. Does the 11th work for Jerry, Tessa, and Ginger? The 11th of September.
That's a memorial for my friend. I think it's going on during the day. What time would this be? Like 5?
It's Saturday, so I think we were talking about doing it earlier.
I won't be able to do it if it's 10 o'clock or later.
Okay, well, let me check with Scott, and, you know, we're probably all not gonna be able to be there, probably not a day when we can all get there. Let me see what days work for him, the 11th, the 18th, the 25th, and then I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Hey, any other questions about that? Once we pin down and we can start doing planning, I think, and a little more earnestly. But any other questions about that at this point? Okay. The next item of old business is the Mayor's for Monarchs pledge. Do you have a copy of that, Jerry, by any chance?
Yeah. I put everything in a PowerPoint. Can I just go through that real quick?
That'd be great.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I'm just having the hardest time here. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Lot of words here. But the Mayor's Monarch Pledge by the National Wildlife Federation will start again in December. So we have time to get this, done. And there's 30 items, and you only need to complete 3 of them. And so the first one is super easy because the mayor just needs to issue this pledge, which is directly off of the Mayor's Monarch Pledge. So, oops, sorry. So basically, the Mayor's Pledge, monarch butterflies, iconic North American species. We, the undersigned mayors, deeply concerned about the decline in monarch butterfly population. I put in bold kind of the items. The cities, town, counties, and communities have a critical role to play and help save the monarch butterfly. Municipalities can help provide habitat, public parks, median strips, community gardens, schools, municipal buildings like recreation centers and libraries, events such as community workshops, native plant giveaways, monarch festivals, can educate residents about the cultural significance and how to create habitat. So we recognize this importance when mayors speak up and take a stand. Our communities take notice. So this would be the pledge that Mayor Welsh can proclaim. And then so the 2 items that we picked were the ones that are basically already done. So it makes it rather easy to meet our 3 items. So with Carrie's help and with Yvonne's help, went through these. So I'm trying to move this out of the way. So item number 4 is engage with City Parks, Rec, Public Works, and other relevant staff to identify opportunities to revise and maintain mowing programs, milkweed, native nectar, planting programs. So Webster Groves Parks and Rec has planted milkweed and other native nectar producing plants throughout the city's right-of-ways in parking lots and parks. Examples, Lockwood Park, Sculpture Park. Specific examples with pictures following include the Backflip, Lorraine Davis Park, adjacent to the new pavilion along the creek, Lockwood Park, Lockwood Median near Rock Hill, Blackburn Park along Jackson Road, Larson Park, Rain Garden, Deer Creek Park, Southwest Park, Kirkham Median, Elm and Highway 44, Barbary Park, Sculpture Park, Memorial Park, and Webster Grove City Hall. Webster Groves Parks and Rec has reduced mowing in the Blackburn Woods to 1 time per month, has eliminated mowing in the Blackbird Bird Sanctuary. The Lockwood Park Prairie has significantly reduced acreage of mowing in the park, replanting natives along the riparian corridors at Larson, Lorraine Davis, and Deer Creek Parks have eliminated mowing. All of these native planting operations have eliminated chemical usage, especially along the creek. And Yvonne sent me pictures, took a couple of emails because they were rather large and kept getting blocked. So here's pictures with Larson Park and the Blackfoot. And I can send this PowerPoint to everyone as soon as I can reduce the picture size. Lockwood Park, Prairie, Lorraine Davis Park Garden. And this shows removing the invasives along Shady Creek. So we can add pictures, modify them, show more with some milkweeds blooming would be good. Number 5 was engage with gardening leaders and partners to support the monarch butterfly conservation. So we've done this. The Green Space Advisory Commission has worked with the Parks Department to plant natives in gardens. The commission hosted 2 speaker events last year that were free to the public. They focused on landscaping management styles that supported monarchs and pollinators. One was about turf alternatives and one focused on native plant gardens for conservation and that bring the conservation home. Sorry about that. So those 2 are pretty much done, and we can build upon those. Other items that are already in the works or near easy to meet. Number 3 was engage with community garden groups and urge them to plant native milkweeds and nectar producing plants. Number 7, engage with developers, planners, landscape architects, and other community leaders and organizers engaged in the planning process to identify opportunities to create monarch habitat. Number 14 is plant milkweed and pollinator-friendly native nectar plants in the median right-of-ways. Number 19, add or maintain native milkweed and other nectar-producing plants in community gardens. So I think some of these may already be partially or completely done. So like I said, I can send this around and get everyone's input. So, and then some items to do in the future. Number 9 was create a community art project if we wanted to somehow dovetail this into the art show. Would be nice to do. Number 10 and 11, I kind of got the impression we've done number 10, but with number 11, milkweed specific. And we talked last time about the also the Georgia White Nursery giving away the free 50 milkweed plants. So we can tie that in. Number 15, launch or maintain an outdoor education program at local schools that builds awareness, creates habitats by engaging students, educators, and the community. So it, just depends how far we want to take this. I'd be willing to work with the schools, having run the Webster Groves, having run the foundation. We could even apply for a grant that could support us going around and doing education programs at the school if we needed money for that. Number 17 was host a Monarch Neighborhood Challenge. Didn't know how far everybody wants to go with this. We could figure out how to create a challenge amongst different neighborhoods and figure out how to metric that. So that is what I have right now. Carrie, was this along the lines of what you were thinking?
Yeah, Jerry is along the lines of what I was thinking. I appreciate all the time you put into that. If you could send it to the group and they can provide you some feedback. I think it's nice to try and do the number 10 or 11 alongside alongside our native plant tour slash tree tour. Because potentially we could even be collecting seeds in the prairie if we're at Rockwood and share those, right? Would you be up for that, Yvonne?
I think so, let's see what might be.
Okay.
Also, include the library with cameras, with your street library that's starting.
So Linda just said that giving away the seat, she agreed with like number 10 would be a good thing. That would be easy for us to do, especially with her connections of the library. So yeah, Jerry, I think it looks really good. And if you could send it, I think people can give you comments and we can go from there.
Okay, I'll take the pictures out and then send it to everybody. So you can just imagine great looking pictures and put them back in your mind. But that'll make it much smaller.
Okay.
And like I said, the next pledge is until December. It goes December through March at the mayor's pledge. So we have some time to get this together for Mayor Welch
Great.
and council.
Does anyone have any questions for Jerry?
I just wanted to say that was great, Jerry. You put a lot together there, made it easy to read the ones we can do. And I got an email from Lisa Picker, who used to be a science teacher at Givens Elementary. And on August 14th, from 8 to 11, she's doing a prairie maintenance there, which would pretty much go under number 15 you mentioned, I think. Having the community care for a native plant site. So if anybody is interested in that, I don't know how maybe we could fit that in.
Where is that, Tessa?
It's the huge prairie that she put in with help from a grant. It's, Steger,
Okay.
From the foundation.
Givens. Yeah, I think there was multiple people that helped her do that plan and plant. Anyway, she's having a work day on August 14th to help maintain that weed, identify plants with I believe it's a group of educators that are kind of taking it over since she retired, her and her husband, Don Nobby. So I plan on going to that, and I can give you guys more information if anybody else wants to go, engage with the community in doing that. Just putting it out there.
What's her name again, Tessa?
Lisa Picker, Picker.
Thank you.
And she's also a master naturalist. So that ties in with the community groups you were talking about.
I have a question about the term community gardens. What does that mean exactly? Does that mean sponsored by the city, sponsored by a school, a private garden, like a homeowner's yard, what is community garden?
What was the question?
She had a question about community gardens, what that means exactly, if that's sponsored by, the city, or if that's just a group of community members getting together and planting their own garden somewhere.
Or even private residence?
It's covered under multiple items. So I'll send that to the original action item so everybody can see all 30. There's a lot of overlap. What time was that, Tessa?
8 to 11 a.m.
Okay, I'd like to go. I'd like to see Lisa.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's right off the road, so just park in the back and meet people there, I'm assuming.
Okay, the next item of old business is just a reminder to vote. I think that is Pam's old business. That's tomorrow. On to new business. Upcoming volunteer events. Well, I think that's sort of a item that you particularly respond to. Do you have any upcoming events, please? And you'll let us know as soon as possible what date that is. Okay. The next item of new business is commission members' terms that are nearing expiration. I didn't put this item on here. Was this maybe Michelle or? Maybe it was just a question. Yeah, so, and the process for that is when your term is up, you need to reapply for the position. Okay, and our terms are actually listed on our roster, right, that we got originally. So you guys just check the roster. Maybe that could be sent out again. And if your term is up, I think Tessa, didn't you within the last, I don't know, year have to go through that process?
I thought was that a year or 2 years ago? I think now you have to go, I think they changed it. So now you have, oh, yeah, I'm on. Thought I was muted. I think you have to go back to City Hall and re-interview if somebody else is wanting to join. But I'm gonna let you guys know that I've been on for over 10 years, and I think it's time for me to step down so new people can come in. And I'm sad about that, but I love this commission so much. But I mean, it's been a long time, and I feel like I need, I felt like this last time when I was kind of on the fence about it. So with regret, I think I'm gonna have to step down in October. But I still want to be involved. That you guys will have to let me know what's going on.
Definitely will. So is that your term is up in October?
Yes.
Okay. So any members that we currently have, as a reminder, we're gonna have a position open in October, so be thinking about people who you think might be good additions to the commission. I think you should just, if you know that your tenure is at its end, then I would call Katie Nakazona, the city clerk, and she can get you on the list and give you that information. Would be good for Tessa to tell Katie that she's not. Yeah, because so we can really get the word out. Okay, so Tessa, would you mind contacting Katie, the city clerk, Katie, and just letting her know that as of the end of your term in October, that you won't be renewing and there'll be a seat open at that time.
Okay.
So Yvonne, if someone doesn't call Katie and say, I want to be on the list again, are they taken off? I mean, are they no longer on the commission? If you don't. I mean, you need to state your desire to stay. Yes, if you want to stay, and I think it can apply. Okay. So everybody look at the roster and see when your date is. I think that's it for new business, updates. Chairman updates. I think I've given you guys all the updates I had. It was really just about Scott Woodbury and the future trees of distinction. And Pam is not here this evening, so, staff updates, any updates about?
Yes, did everyone read the email from Pam? She did have a couple updates on it, so
Yeah.
as long as you read that. And then, just the two updates that I have is just to, make sure that when we communicate by email, that we follow these instructions. So, if you send anything out to the group, it needs to be sent as a blind copy. And preferably, if you need to send something to the group, you should send it to me and let me send it out to everyone. And then if there's communication of more than 3 people, then it has to be posted as a meeting and minutes have to be kept. So we have to make sure that so when Linda and Ginger write the minutes, send it to me, let me send it out to everyone. And then if you have a question, respond to me only. Yes, and now if that doesn't mean that if you need to ask Carrie a question that you can't email her, but if once you involve 3 people in the conversation, then minutes have to be kept. So bear that in mind. That you have to make sure communication is.
Can you repeat the beginning instruction if you're emailing more than 3 people about the blind CC?
So it says, there cannot be back and forth communication between more than 3 persons without it being posted as a meeting and minutes kept. That makes sense. Can you not hear that? Can you hear?
I couldn't hear clearly. I just want to make sure. If I'm sending this PowerPoint to the whole committee, what do I need to do?
You have to blind copy everyone.
Or he can send it to you.
You
He
can
wants
send it to me and then I can send it to everyone.
Okay, I will just send it to you then.
Okay. And then,
That way I'll be.
okay. And then the goats are coming tomorrow. If the goats cooperate, we get on the goat trail, they'll be here at 11 o'clock tomorrow over at Shady Creek. So okay, sorry, see you. They put up the fencing in about 30 minutes and then they let the goats. What time are they coming? Supposed to be 11 o'clock if the goats behave. And then they'll be distributed at Shady Creek and they'll be there, supposed to be there for a week. But if they're not doing what we want them to do, that will change things. But if they're really doing what we want them to do, we're gonna expand it and let them for a while. So do they just spend the night there? Do they around and wow. They just, sitting there. Not very much. Oh, yeah, they should. They'll check on them every time.
This is a lot of fence or? That's not gonna be a liability.
All in the, all in the land. So, yeah, you don't wanna go touch the fence or anything.
I'm just worried about little kids on.
Or plant you. I think the goats are coming from here.
Thanks, Emma. Going to set our next
meeting. And we've got it on September 13th at 5:30. And I'm gonna vote that everybody's on Zoom. I mean, you don't have to do that, but I know it's been really hard for people to hear, so thanks everyone, even for us here in the council, it's a little hard to hear. So thank you everyone for bearing with us this evening. And I think, although maybe we can't all meet in person, we can definitely all meet via Zoom, and it seemed like we had, we were able to hear each other when we were on a Zoom call, so, if that's okay, I'm gonna just suggest that we do that next time.
We can't meet it, off.
All our meetings need to be recorded.
That's why we can't meet at Larson.
Correct.
Got it.
We have to be able to be recorded, so we were trying to meet here so that we could actually be together in a room. But it's just really hard for everyone to hear, I think. Whether you're here or not.
I don't know if we have to give a live option as well. We might have to.
But that could be on Zoom.
Yeah, the rec center option could happen if there's rooms available. So if someone really wants to be in person, I can pursue that. If everyone is happy with Zoom, then I'll pursue that.
Is this a new regulation? No?
Yes, a new regulation about recording. So can you tell us if it has to be live or not? How would we record it over? Yeah,
I'm sure they'll be set up for that. I'm sure we're not able to be there. Is what we can do.
maybe,
But I don't know.
okay, well, I'll explore maybe directly with Devon an option for the next meeting, but I think having everyone on Zoom and recording it and inviting the public if they want to come to that, is a good idea, I think. So let's assume that's the way it's gonna be next meeting, unless I talk to Devon and there's another option for us. Does that sound okay? No, we're gonna assume it's on Zoom. We'll send out the invite unless, we can figure something else out. Virtual meeting. All right,
Can you say the date again?
September 13th,
Got it. Thank you.
5:30.
You'll let us know if Scott Woodbury picks the date before that.
Yeah, but well, you know what? On that, I will talk to Scott tomorrow and let you know as soon as I talk to him.
Okay.
All right, thank you guys for attending. Sorry for the communication audio issues. We'll be back in person someday.
Hopefully someday.
All right, tell that sad.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.